guys, today's video is about blanket affirmations, and this was a request from someone. I think it might have been a couple weeks ago, but I noted it down and I'm pretty sure, yeah, someone commented asking for me to talk about this in a video. Either way, it's going to be a really useful topic because it's a slightly different type of affirmation that I personally don't always recommend to my clients. In fact, I rarely do because I'd like to get very specific, but it's a great way to get really general, and literally it's like a metaphor for putting a blanket over your entire list of desires. It's kind of covering and seeping into each area. So I'll give you a few examples, although it's pretty generic and simple. You know, a blanket, I'll explain what a blanket affirmation is, and then you can just kind of make your own. You probably have heard of all of them before. So do thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notification bell for my channel. All of those buttons are right below this video. It would mean a lot to me, and you guys can stay in the know when I post new videos. You'll always get a notification that I've posted a new manifestation topic. I also do vlogs and stuff. So if you just like to see maybe a little bit more personal of my life as well, like the more personal side, I do post that as well every now and again. So yeah, I'd really appreciate if you join the channel. And if you would like to get one-on-one coaching with me, if you have a personal manifestation you're working on and you would like the extra help, all the information of what I offer, the prices, is on my Instagram page, LOA Coaching. And yeah, it's linked in the description box. You can find everything there, all my contact details. So do reach out to me if you're interested. I also offer guides, which I've spoken about a lot recently. And I have had quite a few people sign up for these. So I'm really, really happy to see that because it was just a little spontaneous inspiration I had to do. And it was really simple, overall to make it, because I created something and then I can just send it to you guys. So it's ultimately very easy to do, but I included a lot of really great information there for you about manifesting your SP, self-concept, as well as money and success. So I've got key points that you should remember, suggestions for some great affirmations, and an overall guide and little kind of boost and motivation for you to stay on track with your manifestations. So if you would like to purchase that, it's going to be £10, 50% off for existing clients. And again, all of it is featured on my Instagram, so you can get all the information there. And now let's get started. So this video is mainly going to be about the benefits of blanket affirmations, so you can decide for yourself if this is something you want to implement. If you have tried it, maybe you'll agree, maybe you'll find that actually, you know what, looking back, it did really work. In retrospect, when I did that blanket affirmation, I did get what I want, or it was just really positive, it helped me calm down. So essentially it comes down to being a manifesting aid. I see it as more as like a little added bonus. I wouldn't recommend using it as your primary affirmation if you do have really specific goals, because like I said, even self-concept work is not going to get you your SP. You're still going to have to change your assumptions about them. That's the primary thing. You have to change your beliefs about the specific goal. So this is a really, really great practice, and I'll explain in a second one of the examples that it could be great for. But you do want to remember that it's just an addition. It's so general that it's not going to change your assumptions about specific areas. So you just want to use it as like that little added bonus of positivity. So if you are feeling really stressed, or you're spiraling, if you're unable to focus and you're just having a really difficult time, maybe you're going through a lot in your life right now, or you just had a really bad day and you just don't even have the motivation or energy to affirm. I've had this a couple times where I've had really bad days, I cried, or it was just a really crappy day. We all have them, and it's okay. Sometimes I barely affirmed for 20 minutes and I was like, I'm just going to bed early, I can't be bothered, I'll deal with it tomorrow, I'll just start affirming again tomorrow morning. I've had days like that. So it's totally fine to have that and need to, just take a break from all those desires that you've been focusing on, your SP. Like, it can get overwhelming at times. So that could be a good moment where you come in with the blanket affirmations. So if you're, from anxiety or stress or whatever, you're not able to focus and you're really struggling and you're just not connecting or enjoying your affirmations, you are not obligated to sit there for 3 hours. You can take a day off. It's not going to ruin anything, but it can also be an easier, better way to just substitute it with a really simple, standard, 3-word affirmation, like, isn't it wonderful? Just literally just repeat that, isn't it wonderful? And that's also a form of an ask-formation. So it's going to tell your subconscious mind, well, what is wonderful? Something is wonderful, and then your subconscious mind will start to get to work on that rather. So yeah, it could be, isn't it wonderful? Everything is perfect. Everything is okay. It could literally be that if you're really struggling, something bad has happened, and you're just getting, you know, really anxious, you could literally just say, everything is okay, everything is okay. That's what people tell you, and guess what? Sometimes it works. Sometimes if your mom or a friend tells you, you know, everything's okay, sweetie, like, it actually helps. Like, it does calm you down a little bit. So you can even do something that simple. So if you are having a really bad moment, that could be a good time to bring in a blanket affirmation. So in relation to this, if you have very little time, if you're having a really busy day, really busy week, or things in your life are just very, very hectic, I'd recommend this more so if it's just one specific moment a day or an afternoon where you were supposed to be affirming but something came up, or you're going out and you just don't have the time. So if you're low on time and you're not able to dedicate it to your usual affirmations and like the specific topics, but you have so many desires that you want to affirm for, so many different areas of your life that you're manifesting for, bring in a blanket affirmation. Because like I said, it puts a blanket over all the topics you're working on, SP, money, appearance, whatever it is, it will seep into your life positively in some way. Even if it's just you finding money on the ground, that is literally part of it. Like, it could be the smallest little positive moment in your life. Like, wouldn't it be nice just to have more fun, positive, unexpected experiences in your day-to-day life? So even if you're like, but it's not going to get me my SP, no, it probably won't really affect that area, but it'll give you something. You know, it could be connected to your main manifestation. It'll be something positive regardless. So if you have tons of things you're working on, but you don't really have the time at the moment and you're starting to feel a bit stressed or overwhelmed, just be like, do you know what? Everything is perfect. My life is perfect. Isn't it wonderful? Everything is okay. Everything is working out in my favor. I have a perfect life. Anything like that, those all count as blanket affirmations because they are so general. So like I already explained, things that could potentially happen, it will probably be very like unexpected things because of how general the affirmation is. And it will bring about probably a lot of unexpected positive success or movement. Maybe affirmations or desires you had 6 months ago and you kind of let it go, or you forgot about them. Maybe you wanted to win a competition. Maybe you wanted to win the lottery. Guess what? You might have a family member or friend call you up and say that they had a winning ticket for like £100. That's still a win. Or if it's a family member, you know, your parents, they might be like, hey, we're going to share it with you. Or it might be you. Maybe you entered, you know, a lottery game or something just for fun, and you've been saying that affirmation for a couple days, and then you win. Even if it's only a small amount, guess what? That is a positive reflection of what you've been saying. Because it is wonderful that you had this unexpected win in a lottery game or whatever it is that happened. You'll start to notice all these little experiences of positive movement or success. You know, if you do have an affirmation about getting more money, which I think most of us would be focusing on manifesting at some point, you know, like I said, you might find money on the ground. You might get an email from your favorite brand saying, hey, here's 30% off, and you were just thinking about, you know, buying a new coat or something. It can be the most unexpected niche experiences where it seems like so random, but at the same time, it correlates to everything you would have desired anyway. Like, you might think to yourself, oh, I wish I had, you know, I wish the sales were on so I could buy really cheap clothing, or, you know, I wish this would happen or that would happen. And in some way it comes about because of the blanket affirmation. As I pointed out kind of around the beginning of this video, if you're spiraling or experiencing anxiety, even if you have an anxiety disorder, this could really, really help, because it's just going to calm you down and reassure you and try and bring you back into the present moment and be kind of use more like ration and reason and logic to tell you that everything is okay. You know, everything is wonderful. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it perfect? Isn't it amazing? You know, anything like that. If you are spiraling or experiencing a lot of anxiety, blanket affirmations will help. You don't have to sit there and rampage and loop your SP affirmations or force yourself to do stats. Just take a break, take a step back. If you're getting really upset or anxious over something, just be like, do you know what? Isn't it wonderful? Take your mind off it and start looping. isn't it wonderful, isn't it wonderful, isn't it wonderful? And I guarantee that after a couple of minutes, you will start to calm down. You might start to feel a lot better. You might even start to believe it and think, oh my gosh, it's working. I feel like something is about to happen, something really, really amazing. So just test it out, because those are the moments where you really want to be able to calm yourself down. So my perspective and take on blanket affirmations also ties into your subconscious mind and how those affirmations kind of tap into your subconscious beliefs. So like I said, it might seem really unexpected and random, and that might be because your subconscious mind picks up on just like, oh, you know what, I'm really lucky, or these memories, these positive memories, you know, anything you would associate as wonderful, it might start to pick up on those memories, and whatever is the most prominent set belief, you know, maybe you feel like you've always had good luck, that bad things just don't really happen to you in your life, like, you know, just really bad things happening, you don't really worry about that. Or maybe you think you never get stuck in traffic, you just somehow always just don't have traffic issues, you just don't get stuck in traffic, whether you're driving. There are no train issues, there are no bus issues, whatever it is, you might have this as an assumption that when you use transport, it just ends up somehow okay, like you don't have any major issues. And that's what the Isn't It Wonderful might be tapping into, or whatever blanket affirmation. So my perspective is that it does pick up on specific and more prominent positive memories, just positive beliefs that you have created in your life. And it's kind of tapping into that and bringing more positive movement to the forefront. The final point I wanted to mention is that you can mix this in with your existing affirmations. It doesn't have to be, mutually exclusive and only be used when you're having a really bad day. You can use it when you're feeling great, because guess what? It's just going to boost that even more. So you can mix it in with your current affirmations, and especially if you tend to loop for a longer period of time, or you find that they get more tedious and boring to repeat, you can mix it in. So you can say, for example, SP loves me. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it just wonderful? SP loves me. SP loves me so much. SP really loves me. Isn't it wonderful? You know, mix it in like that. You can mix your affirmations up, and guess what? That is going to boost the result. Because a lot of times, I'm a big fan of Isn't It Wonderful, but a lot of times that I have tested that out, and then I kind of mix it in and kind of mesh it with my existing affirmations. Or let's say I'm waiting for it to stop raining because I need to go out. I'll be saying, the rain has gone away, the rain has stopped, isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? The rain has stopped. I'll kind of mix them up together, because I find that it adds even more power to my affirmations. I feel like I have an assumption now that if I mix it with Isn't It Wonderful, it creates a better result. So you can test it out in that format as well. Whatever feels best to you is how you should test out your affirmations. There's no right or wrong way to do them, as long as you are consistent with it until you get your desired result. And yeah, that is everything I have to explain to you guys today about blanket affirmations, my perspective on it. Hope you guys enjoyed, found it useful. If you did, please do thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye.